Hey, buddy.
Hey, what are you doing here? I thought we were doing a live show this week.
You mean, what am I doing on Zoom on a Sunday night when I want to go to bed?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out the live show didn't go as planned. I don't know why I have to tell you this. You were there. Did you block it out because it was horrible?
Yeah, I'm spending all day smashing my head with bricks, Home Alone 2 style. Just letting the kid throw them off of a roof into my face to forget about how bad last night was.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Live Adventure died on stage last night. But you know what? We're back tonight on Zoom, baby.
Resurrected! It's alive! Listening to the Super Live Adventure Podcast! I'm Chris Argentino.
I am John Saluga. We are on Zoom. I'm in the New Jersey wing. You're in the Staten Island wing. Last night we were in New Jersey.
Applejack 2.
Let me start by saying that John Kirshner, who organized the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival, which we were a part of, did an amazing job.
Yes.
Got a ton of people to come out, excited to watch live comedy, but at the same time, if you don't know what Super Live Adventure is, if you don't know who we are, and if you're not on board to play the game where we sit down without a plan and we improvise, oh my God, it was comedy death. If you and I did the same show in a room alone, we would have been fine. But when you look out at a sea of people that are staring at you going, what the fuck is this?
No, they're not. That's the thing. They weren't staring at us. They were staring at the ball game above our heads.
Well, there was a baseball game like playing on a monitor literally above our heads that was shut off for the stand-up show. And looking back, I'm like, why didn't we ask that get turned off?
Because we needed to be entertained too, John.
We did have to stop the show to ask that they at some point during the show, somebody behind the bar thought it would be a good idea to just play some Huey Lewis on the news.
Yeah, Huey stopped by.
And I had to just be like, okay, all of this audio is unusable. Spotify and Apple are not going to allow this. Please turn it off.
In the middle of it, what song was playing again?
Oh, what was it?
It wasn't I Want a New Drug.
No, it wasn't Hip to Be Square.
It wasn't Hip to Be Square.
It's nothing about getting back in time.
No, there was no Power Love.
Heart and Soul?
It was Heart and Soul. You're right.
Yeah. Heart and Soul. And we're like, please. We like the song too, but please.
I love Huey. Huey and the Newy, as we call him around here. H to the N.
There was some stuff there that had me fucking laughing that didn't have the crowd laughing. When we asked, we were like, we are at Applejack's 2.
Yeah.
And we're like, where is Applejack's 1? And a bartender yelled, it's a boat!
All right.
So there's a boat called Applejack?
Yeah, it's Applejack.
There's a boat called Applejack. So the original owner had a boat and then had a dream of having a bar. You would think it's the other way around. Somebody would have a bar and then they have money for a boat. No, somebody had money for a boat, decided to have a bar, and that's not even the owner anymore. So there's just a place called Applejack 2 because the first guy named it after he had a boat first.
Well, I think he got caught drinking and driving a boat. Would that be like drinking and boating? And they're like, no more drinking in your boat. And he's like, fine. And then he opened his own bar.
Listen, this might get me in trouble. I'm not trying to get anybody killed. We don't promote drinking and driving. Drinking and boating, fucking go nuts. What are the fucking odds? When you're out there at night racing around in a boat, you have to assume everybody's drunk.
Yeah,
you should be. And if something happens, it's par for the course.
It's water chicken.
What?
That's what I call it. Just go with get your lights off,
That's it.
loaded, fully loaded. You drink the whole bar. You drink everything in the well. You get behind the wheel of that schooner, and you you don't turn on the lights. Make sure it's pitch black.
It's part of the risk. It's part of the excitement. Like if you go
Mhm.
skinny dipping at night, that's hot. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But you run the risk of Applejack 1 hitting you in the fucking head at 80 miles an hour out there on the
Propeller
water.
chopping your face.
Yeah,
off.
that's what make. But that's where the excitement comes from.
Yeah.
Applejack 2 doesn't have the same excitement as Applejack.
I don't know.
1.
Listen, last night I seen a guy getting thrown out. I heard a lot of Joe Biden jokes.
A lot of Joe Biden jokes. Who knew?
Exciting.
Who knew how deep the well of Joe Biden jokes? You would think that the previous guy with the ridiculous hair and way of speaking and being wrong about fucking everything, you would think that's comedy gold. No. It's the highly experienced old man who's dying in the Oval Office.
Yeah, the guy who's just dying in front of him. The guy who's turning like into the crypt keeper as we watch.
I gotta say, more comforted with Biden in office, but you know what? He recently gave a speech where he used the word apocalypse.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I don't feel good anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putin's doing his thing, man, and it's not going well.
If he's still alive, John.
You know what's bad? I feel so bad for the Ukrainian people, but for selfish reasons, I wanted Putin to win and win fast. You get what I'm saying? I wanted him to fucking take them out and take them over and leave me the fuck alone, because him losing is it's not good for the world.
You got a point, John.
I'm willing to sacrifice the Ukrainian people for my children and my own happiness.
Oh, you heard it here.
You heard it here first. Biden's talking about the apocalypse. What do we do? And I'm like, you're sending weapons to the wrong side. It's not good for it's not good.
I think we should make a sticker and say, I sit for Ukraine.
Dude, it's terrible.
I sit with Ukraine.
It sucks, but we're talking about the world. We're talking about the world. We're talking about nuclear war.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, we could use, what comes out of Ukraine? Strippers? Like what?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys.
What? Yeah. Strippers and what's their expert? Strippers and snow. What do they have?
Oh God, somebody's getting angry right now.
Oh, everybody's getting angry. Yeah. But let's be realistic here.
Okay, let's get real. Let's get down to the mat.
I hate what's happening to them.
Yeah,
take one for the team, and by the team I mean the whole fucking planet that is at risk because of this fucking nonsense. Just
this horse riding crazy person.
Oh, just kneel before the king and fucking save us all some grief. It's the end is near.
Bend the knee. Bend the knee, Ukraine.
Bend the knee. Just
bend the knee.
Bend the knee. It sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry. It sucks. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I bend with Ukraine.
Give up. Stop being so difficult. Why are they being so difficult? They're making it hard. They're making it. They're making it.
That's, you know what, John? The nail that sticks out the furthest gets hammered first. John.
No, they're right. Of course, like I'm on their side, but also I'm worried that it's, the outcome is.
Yeah, it's dire for the rest of us. I get it. I think we get it. I think if you're still listening, you understand.
You're still listening.
I don't know if you agree, but you understand what he's saying.
I don't like it. I don't like any of it.
No, it's filthy business. It's dirty.
Dude, if it were up to me, if I could push a button now, and have them all drop dead, I would do it.
Like the Dark Knight. Like if you were on the other ferry. If Ukraine was the other ferry, you'd fall right into the
and Russia. Really? What a fucking headache.
Yeah, man.
What are we getting out of it? Bunch of spam. What do we get from really? What do we get from? What's the benefit?
Followers on Instagram, like robots that
Hot
Beef up your
robots.
numbers.
Hot robots all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, last night was a fucking nightmare. Can I tell you, listeners, you got to understand.
Oh, the worst.
Super Live Adventure opened the night at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
for a show that was supposed to start at 8, really started at 8:30. What you have to understand is I was headlining as a comedian.
Oh,
So
man,
I got to bomb for close to an hour and then be like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back at the end.
Yeah.
You know how hard that was? And I got to say, it was ultimately it was a night of stand up. That's all it should have been. That's what people came for. I don't even think I think my set was good. I had you know what I mean? I had a good time.
You didn't bomb doing stand up.
But I felt,
let's make that clear.
But I was still feeling that energy during my stand up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course you will.
I'm doing a shot. Oh, I'm burping.
Excuse me.
We're both burping it. I'm doing a shot of I'm doing your rum, man. I'm having the Kraken tonight.
Oh, you've unleashed the Kraken! No one is safe on the seas.
Bamboo.
Drunken sailors beware.
Oh, it's good.
The Kraken lurks beneath.
I had, by the way, it took Chris so long. He had to reset his router and all that. So I'm 5 shots in. But it's his fault. I just want to make it clear.
I'm gonna go right. It's my fault. Like I twisted your liver.
It's your internet provider's fault.
All right, I'm gonna try to catch up with you. I'm gonna have a shot of some Mama Wanna. You're looking so sexy, Mama, 'cause I wanna get between those legs where you fertilize some eggs. It's a couple of screws until I lose it, 'cause I'm getting a vasectomy.
We got to schedule that. We've been procrastinating.
Yeah, that's right.
I had a couple people reach out to me. They were upset that I had my dog fixed and it wasn't coordinated with us getting vasectomy.
Oh,
they wanted to be me and you and the dog iced. Like the three of us with fucking cones on our head.
And the dog names.
I had to. Dude, Joe and Bergio came to my house and it was like, it was crazy how much my dog was trying to fuck Joe and Bergio.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking my kids, humping everybody.
Yeah.
You know what was really funny? Oh, I shouldn't say this. So I'll whisper. It was over.
Oh, no.
And the dog wouldn't stop sniffing her ass.
Oh, my God.
Which is bad when there's like 4 of the people in the room. And the dog just going after you.
And 2 of them are very new to wiping their.
Yeah. It's like you're winning out of the dog's favorite people. The 5-year-old and the 3-year-old are not competing with whatever happened, whatever you ate last night, and whatever happened today.
Whatever's dying inside of you.
And it was, dude, it was wild to watch him getting in there for like 48 hours. She was here for a while. She lost it and went, smell my ass! Like she flipped out. Oh, my dog.
I thought it was going to go the other way. I thought they were going to be married by the other weekend.
One of my kids, I won't specify which one because I don't want to embarrass my kids in the future if anybody goes back and listens. But one of my kids was farting at the dinner table thinking it was really funny, but it was loud and it sounded wet. And I was like, hey, are you shitting your pants? Because I know you're trying to be funny, but that sounds terrible. And this kid was like, no, and then ripped one, and suddenly the face changed like, oh, no. And straight up, this kid shit this kid's pants. So bad, trying to be funny at the dinner table, just sprayed mud fucking horribly and tried to play it off like, nah, not like nothing happened. And I was like, I know. That was it's not a fart. It was the wettest, somebody stomped on a melon at the dinner. It was the wettest, craziest sound. And this kid was like, I'm good. And then it was like, and then tried to walk up to the bathroom like everything was okay.
Tried to burn his own underwear.
What a fucking.
Why do I smell? What was that smoke? Nothing.
What a mess. But you gotta learn, right? You gotta learn your body. How are you gonna learn?
Yeah.
If you can be the funny guy farting in a situation, but you gotta know.
You gotta learn. Well, it comes with the age. Like it's asshole control. You gotta have a certain amount of control over your asshole that you get.
Dude,
you get over time.
This was through the underwear, through the pants.
You should have your kid talk to Fart Guy.
Fart Guy knows. Fart Guy's the expert.
Yeah.
I love Fart Guy. Fart Guy's on the Discord giving relationship advice.
Listen, Fart Guy knows. Fart Guy knows.
That's a married man. He's lived a life. He farts like nobody's business.
Fart Guy knows. Fart Guy hoes. That's another bumper.
If you need advice, join the Patreon group. Talk to Fart Guy.
Yeah.
He does not give bad advice.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He's like our Dr. Phil. He's Dr. Farts.
Dr. Farts. Fuck Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil has given some bad advice. Dr. Fart has never given
Dr. Farts.
There's never been. Dr. Farts he's given nothing but good advice. He's a genius.
A good guy. He really is.
Guys, I got to tell you, seriously, last night we bombed so hard.
Oh fuck me!
When we asked about why is it Apple Jacks 2, and the bartender yelled, "Because Apple Jacks 1 is a boat." We laughed. We ran with it. I was like, "What is Apple Jacks 3?" And you right away were like, "It's a transformer."
Yeah.
Nothing. It was death. We worked our way up to what, Apple Jacks 7 or 8?
Yeah, it was.
Which was like Star Trek. It's like Apple Jacks in space. Nothing. Death.
Nothing.
We were dying every fucking step of the way.
Dolphins.
30 minutes in, me and Chris looked at each other and we were like, we don't know what to do. And Chris, you were like, should we go to the phones? And I said yes. And here's what's beautiful. If you listen to this podcast, you know most episodes have voicemails. And really, Chris and I do not pre-screen the voicemails because why would we, right?
No, they're not funny when you hear them twice.
We do not.
You don't get that reaction.
We don't plan our episode. Here's the most planning that we do. Chris and I will talk, and one of us will go, "Oh my God, you know what happened?" And then we'll stop and go, "I'll save it for the show. I'll save it for the podcast."
Yeah.
That's the most planning there is, which is like we're not going to share this with each other. It just. Well, I'll tell you on the podcast. That's how we fucking do everything. And when it comes to voicemails, we do not listen ahead of time. But every episode, there are voicemails that do not make the main show.
No,
because they're filthy, they're offensive. It's just way too much. But we went for it, and we played 2 voicemails in a row that were raunchy.
They would have got cut from the main.
And here's what's beautiful. Can I just right now give a shout out to Jake?
Yes.
Remember Little Chub Club? And Doc Lawson?
Yes.
Who, by the way, brought us some Ross beer. He gave us some buns and barley, which they're not going to make anymore, which is
I'm very upset about that. I love that.
Go to us.taproom.com. That's taproom, no O's in the room. And use RossPod15 as the promo code to save 15%.
15%
off any order of $25
and up
or more. Check it out, Ross Brewing. They're so good. But he gave us beers.
Best.
Jake was there. We had 2 regular listeners.
Jake gave us a comic book.
Really? Oh,
Dick Tracy
comic book.
Big City Blues.
They were there. They were a part of the show. Jake jumped on the mic. There was at the end of the show, those guys helped us break down, carry the equipment to the car. Shout out to the fucking Chubs, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys were there. You supported, and you know what? At one point, we were performing just for the 2 of those guys because we were playing voicemails that were so not okay to share.
Yeah.
and the four of us were fucking dying.
Yeah.
And
it was a show for 4 people.
I think right now is probably a good point to share those voicemails if you're down.
I think so.
All right. So here's
Cue
what
'em
we
up.
played for a live audience who did not know what the fuck we were doing.
Yeah. Thanks, RoboGail. Cue those up.
John and Chris, let's sniff this week's voicemails.
Hey, what's up, boys? You know, hanging around. Thanks, anyway. I'm watching this new HBO program, fucking Return of the Dragons. Game of Thrones, you know? And already there's a lot of this fucking kissing, like, between family members, incest.
Oh,
you
there's
know,
people eating,
incestuous,
too.
very disturbing.
Trying to
People-
enjoy
And
their
like
meat.
they
People
do it,
were
they
eating
do
dinner.
it without any regard. Like nobody cares. Brother, mother, cousin, they don't care. They're fucking kissing, fucking shucking, like nobody's business over here in Wisterios, you know?
Family.
Very bizarre.
There.
And like this guy's trying to pork his cousin, and she's letting him do it, you know? I guess because she thinks because she owns dragons, she's above the social mores of society. Like she could do whatever she wants. But anyway, when I was a teenager, I remember coming home from school, and there was this hot picture of this girl, like you know, in the kitchen on the refrigerator with a magnet, right? Very cute, very attractive lips, you know. DSLs, as they say.
Lips,
I'm a kid, you know, I get fucking horny. I crack stick, you know. Broke one out. I get one out of my bag. Later on, when my mother comes home, she says, hey, you know, that's your cousin. I hadn't seen her in so long. I didn't even recognize her. She had tits now and everything. I felt very ashamed about that, very embarrassed. Like I didn't know what to do with myself. I wanted to go to church and tell the priest. But I didn't want him to fucking like look at me wrong, you know, because I jerked off to my cousin. Anyway, point is, I stopped doing that. I stopped jerking it off. Picture of her. When I finally met her in person, I couldn't even look her in the eye. Felt like a fucking shit pervert. Not like this guy on this here show who's trying to poke his niece. You know, the fucking wannabe king, whatever the fuck he is. So anyway, you know, I just wanted to ask you guys. Do you guys got any cute cousins, hot cousins that you ever said, like, you know, I'd throw it in? Anyway, I just wanted to know. Hope you guys are well. Fit it where you should it.
We played that. We played that in front of a live audience that we were bombing in front of. We said, let's go to the phones, and that happened.
They were like eating dinner,
Oh.
like listening to that, like just trying their hardest to push it out of their ears.
I had, you know, my stepfather had a cousin where, you know,
Mhm.
there was like a thing almost happened. It didn't in the end, but I had friends. I still have friends give me shit, and it's like, it was my stepfather's cousin. There's no blood.
No blood.
There's
no
no blood at all. And was she hot, Chris?
She was hot.
She was hot and a crazy,
Hot Italian
fun.
bird. Yeah.
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 But no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I have cousins that are probably attractive, but they're my cousins. That's not the thing. But my stepfather had a
I'd
cousin.
fuck all my cousins.
Yeah.
The guys, the girls, the aunts.
Dude, we played that.
Everyone.
Here's the thing. We were able to hear that. This next one, we legitimately couldn't hear, but we knew it was filth. And
All I kept hearing was dirty words.
we
and
played
were
this for a live audience, and then
dying.
when this ended, we said goodnight. This is how we ended.
Yeah, this is how we ended.
This is how we ended the show. Are you ready to hear it? I think we're kind of hearing it for the first time. We couldn't make it out.
Hello, boys. It's me again, Uncle Tony. Well, I just wanted to let you know at this point in my life, I could barely maintain an erection. Too many years of rigorous abuse to my body. Binge drinking for days and weeks. Hardcore drug use, including that of cocaine, methamphetamine. Too much food, cholesterol through the roof. Oh, Christ. have destroyed my body to the point where my prick won't even move unless I slap it around. So that's where I'm at anyway. But I have a secret weapon when I'm with the ladies.
Oh, no.
Yeah. 8 box. You know what I'm talking about?
We played this
Talking
live.
about that there snatch. I believe it's called cunnilingus. It's when you lick the fucking vagina hole and the part that's called the clit, but I've never seen that nonsense. Anyway, that's what I do to get a woman off now. At least get one at least every once a month or so. It's really good. I'm like, hey, come sit on Uncle Tony's face. And she's like, okay, Poppy. And I'm like, yeah. Met her down on Water Street. You guys know where. I bet you do. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you guys, because I know you partake in a lot of alcoholic consumption and marijuana use. I hear you on the show. Stones. Has it started to rack your body with affliction like it has mine? Or are you still young enough to maintain rigid boners?
I don't know what
Let Uncle Tony know. He's really concerned about you. All right, boys.
Uncle Tony closed out the show.
Good.
And what
good
a
for you.
question. Yeah, it's
People
taken
are
a toll.
eating
Chris and I have
dinner.
realized we're about to hit, when we hit the last episode of this podcast, it's actually the 400th episode of Super Life Adventure, and that's 100. Oh my, it's 100 plus 300. It's 400 episodes of us getting really
It's been a
fucked
long
up,
weekend, folks.
where you and I have had conversations of like, yeah, we are feeling it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of abuse we put in our bodies.
We're in our
But
40s. I
hasn't-
think we're
hasn't
gonna
fucked
scale
with
it
me
back.
sexually, though.
What's that?
It hasn't fucked with me sexually, though.
I'm still too much for my wife to handle.
Same here. You know what? Well,
She
I
hates
should say
me.
that.
I
but
annoy the
still-
fuck out of my wife.
I'm still the same guy down there in that department. The only thing that's changed is I'm always tired. So I don't always want to get laid.
I've turned down sex. That's a new
Yeah,
thing.
sometimes you're too
That's
tired.
40-year-old me is
Yeah.
is
But
me
that's not
saying
my
things
dick
like,
telling me no. That's my brain telling me no.
it's a brain. I've had moments where I was like, we just ate. We just ate.
Exactly.
We just
You
ate
can't.
tacos.
You can't eat a bunch of tacos. You know what happens at the end of that night? The dog's sniffing your ass and your crotch.
That drives me nuts. I'm always like, did the tacos make you horny? Why didn't you say this before tacos? Because
Yeah.
after tacos,
You
I-
just eat tacos if they make you horny. I'll have a salad, thank you.
yeah, I can't eat tacos and have sex. I
No.
do all the work in this relationship. If
I opened this Taco Bell and I closed this Taco Bell.
I'll eat a bunch of tacos and then like I'll go into the starfish position, but not the other way around,
The
lady.
starfish position.
Starfish position.
Oh my god, that's a great name for like a fucking wrestling move. And he has her in the starfish position.
It's like an Atari game.
Yes.
Yo, did you have starfish position? I love starfish position. I was good at it.
It was rad.
Well, the only other thing that I think we need to comment on last night, I don't want to mention her by name.
Yeah, this happened after the podcast.
There was a stand-up comic who went up with a ukulele. First of all, she did stand up for like 5 or 6 minutes, and
Yeah,
then
a
brought
lot
out
of
the
time.
ukulele, and it was going to be her closer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a song, an original song about anal sex,
Mm-hmm.
that's all it was.
Yeah.
And she repeatedly fucked up the song and started it over, to the point where the crowd turned on her
Yeah, it was
They
like
were
10
yelling.
minutes.
It was tense, but there's that thing where it was like it was kind of funny and then not funny, and then it went on so long.
People got up and left. Those people got up and left.
It was Andy Kaufman level reading
Yeah.
The Great Gatsby on stage, walking people,
Yeah.
and we're at the back going, if this is intentional, it's brilliant.
It's the funniest bit
She's
I've
at
ever
this New
seen.
Jersey fucking show. It's a Staten Island comedy festival, and she's doing alternative comedy.
Yeah, like so she's fucking up the song over and over again, where she has to keep singing the chorus, which is it's you want to do this, Sean? You want the honors?
Like, my asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hang on. Sorry. No, I fucked up. Sorry. I gotta start over. It was my asshole. It felt so right. No. Oh my God, this is terrible. She did that.
Yeah. I swear I know the song. It's funny. It's so funny. I swear I'm gonna play it. It's so funny. You got it. She kept doing it and it's starting and going, my asshole. Oh, I can't believe I'm fucking up. Oh my God. It's so funny. Let me just play it.
If she said it was on purpose.
For 10 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. She went past the light by like 10
She blew
minutes.
the light. Oh my
So,
God.
If you don't know stand up, but you get
Yeah, they
you know,
give you the
when-
light. Somebody waves a cell phone at the back. It's
And
like your
that's,
time is up. Wrap it up. You got a minute left. Oh my God. It went on so long, but there was a moment there where I thought she's either a fucking genius or this is one of those rare things where you had to be there. And it turns out you had to be there.
She was not.
And she left, and dude,
She didn't understand why it was as funny as it was.
I don't think I've ever in my life really shit on another comic. Once a host kind of made fun of me, and I went back at him.
Oh, that's warranted.
This was. I got on stage, and I knew the crowd, which, by the way, MAGA. Before Chris and I got on stage, a guy was just telling us how he was funny by listing his bumper stickers.
Yeah,
and it was one
kill all Democrats or something like that.
One racist, crazy, offensive. Yeah, it was one thing after another, and then this chick went up, and when I finally got on stage, I for the first time in my life I shit on another comic to open the show.
He did.
Where I said, I apologize
warranted.
for being drunk, and I apologize for getting my ukulele. I said we're going to try to do it without her, and I sang a little bit of her routine without a uke. And then I said, seriously, we thought maybe she was a comedic genius, but I talked to her after the show, and it turns out she's fucking... And I know you shouldn't say it. We'll bleep it. We'll bleep it. I said it for you. And what was beautiful was I heard you above everybody else. It fucking killed you, but it also for the whole room. It was a release for the whole room of like, yeah, like what the fuck? I mean, it's up there, and I've said this before. My favorite comedic moments. I love stand up. I love sketch. A true belly laugh. Yeah. It's never intentional. If you do comedy professionally, I respect a beautifully crafted joke, a beautifully crafted sketch, but accidental, fucking unintentional comedy is the greatest fucking thing in the world, and she did the funniest thing she will ever do. I'm sorry. She will never be funnier than she was that night, and she doesn't understand why it was funny.
No, I talked to her after. I was like, you just do what you did. And she was like, but the song is really funny. The lyrics are funny. And I said, it's not about the song. It's about fucking the song up for 10 minutes. Just do what you did
Listeners,
every time you get out there.
Listeners, you literally had to be there.
You had to be there.
You had to be there. It was beautiful. I fucking loved it. I did my thing, and I think I did okay, but I was very hung up on. We bombed as a podcast.
Oh, it was the worst.
We fucking bombed.
Hiroshima.
We ate shit.
Our shadows were frozen onto the wall.
Dude, I had to get back
next
up.
to Let's Go Brandon.
Oh my God. I had to go back up. Go back up.
Yeah.
But
you backed that ass up.
That is nothing against Kirshner.
No, Kirshner's the best.
Nothing against the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival.
No, it's a great festival.
It was a good stand-up show that didn't expect a podcast or know what we were doing.
Well, listen, there might be for us, a Fifth Borough Comedy curse. The Kirsch curse. Because
the Kirsch.
The Kirsch. You've been cursed.
You've been cursed by John Kirshner. Our first show, we didn't even record it.
Yeah, and we did a whole live show at the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival.
That was a good show at the Little
2 years
Victory
ago.
Theater.
Was it pre-pandemic? When was that?
It was pre-pandemic.
Wow, my goodness! All right,
this is us getting back out there, and it did not go well. It's the Kirsch.
We got the Kirsch. That Kirsch. I put the Kirsch on you. Excuse me. Speaking of curses, so when we were up in Pennsylvania, I left my wife's car at your house.
Yeah.
And I think some of the bell curse wore off on my car because
there's so much negative energy around this podcast. We're gonna shut it down soon if our lives keep going south.
Exactly, I think we have to.
Thanks for
our
listening.
Family safety.
Holy fuck, there's a lot of fucking shit attached to this podcast.
But fucking so it turns out my car it's like fucked and like it needs a new engine and all this craziness, right? I risked taking it off of Staten Island to drive out to Keensburg last night to the comedy show.
You made it.
I picked up Jake from the ferry, drove him back to the ferry, made it back home.
The car survived, but we died.
Yeah. No.
we did not. We didn't make it.
but the car is fine.
Yeah.
But the car's fine, but we didn't make it.
All the warning lights turned off.
Yeah.
The car was bored.
It's like the real Beetlejuice situation. Like we fell into the water. We came back. We had no idea. All right. So I had to get up to go to Comic-Con this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wake up. I'm like, public transportation. It's just not going to happen. I was like, let's take the car. Let's see where it goes.
2 kids.
With my kids. And Brian was not into it. I was like, I made it last night. It's good. Dude, I was dressed like Baby Belushi. I was Jake Blues.
Jake Blues. If listeners don't know Chris is John Belushi, if he didn't die, you get to see what he'd look like.
And then die at Applejack.
And then die in New Jersey 10 years later.
So, yeah. Basically. So I had a very Blues Brothers moment the last time, like when they played at the St. George Theater, where me and my son snuck into VIP. Like we did something the Blues Brothers
Dan
would
Aykroyd
do.
and
Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi played on Staten Island, and you got to go. Yeah. And
me and my son Wesley, we snuck backstage. We had a good old time till security caught us and tossed us out. But I was like, oh, that's something the Blues Brothers would have done.
Yeah,
dude, I had another Blues Brothers moment. So we drove this car to the con, and then coming back, like a couple blocks from the house, it was like, it was like, oh no, like it's dying, and like I got to the house and pulled up, and it just died.
No, really.
It was the Bluesmobile. It just like fell apart when I parked.
Like the wheels fall off. There's like a couple
was like,
statues
holy
standing
shit.
nearby looking at. You had that Blues Brothers moment of the car. You killed the car.
Yeah, you see the statues.
Hey, you made it there and back.
Yeah, and
That's
it died the
everything.
moment I rolled to the house.
You know what? That's some Super Live Adventure luck.
It really was.
It's not the best, but it's good.
It'll get you home. But oh my god! But dude, I had a fucking wild day. Me and my sons at Comic-Con. We first of all, everything I wanted to get done happened. Like everything I wanted to buy, and I asked people to hold for me, and like great friends that I made online that I talked to that like I got to meet in person and stuff. And then my buddies in the New York City Ghostbusters. I'm a member of the New York City Ghostbusters also. Right? They're like, yo, what you call it? The kid who played podcast, Logan Kim
In the new
Ghostbusters
Ghostbusters
Afterlife.
Yeah.
And McKenna Grace, who played Phoebe Spengler.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they're going to be stopping by. I was like, no way, cool. I came back later and they're like, they were gone. And I was like, all right. Like, they were like, Ryan is driving them to the firehouse. I was like, oh, dude, I was like, we're on our way out of here. So we drove down to the firehouse and hung out with them and like got pictures. Yeah, I got them to sign my stuff. It was like, yeah, they're really cool kids. Really, really, really cool kids.
They got to be in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, right? They're definitely in the sequel. They're doing the whole. They couldn't talk about it, but it was just like, it's gonna be a good movie. I was like, cool.
Oh, I love.
That's all they could say about it. Yeah, dude, but I got to hang with those kids. They were really cool. And my kids got to hang with them, and it was really cool. I got to hang out with Ryan Espin. He's been on the show from New York City Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. We go way back, and I just love seeing him.
Beautiful,
man,
beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
And again, to be clear, last night was fun. Super Live Adventure did not belong.
No.
But stand up, we had a fun night of stand up, and here we are, man. We didn't get through all the voicemails.
No, we still have some.
Before we do that, can I just quickly say that this podcast is sponsored by Can of Flour?
Yes, Can of Flour.
If you go to superliveadventure.com and scroll to the bottom of the page, there is a banner. If you click on that, you'll go to canoflour.com, and if you use promo code SUPERLIVE, you save 20%.
20%?
Any order of flour, tinctures, gummies, high CBD, low THC, and we're very happy with these products. And in addition to that, Christmas is coming up.
That's right.
Somebody in your life smokes. They like to indulge. Things have changed. Things are legal in a lot of places now.
Baby grandma can finally be open about her smoking habits.
Go to darthdabs.com and use promo code SLAP. Super Live Venture Podcast. SLAP. Save 10%.
10%?
Off glassware. There are bongs, bubblers. If you're into dabbing, outside of it, we don't fuck with it. It gets fucking hardcore. But if you want some beautiful glass, go to darthdabs.com and use promo code SLAP. We have 2 voicemails that we need to share. The first is a Lil Eddie movie review.
All right.
Which means jingles all the way. He's got to step up and do a jingle for our friend, Little Eddie.
All right,
are you ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
I had an Applejack attack because it wouldn't last no more. I had to turn around and run out the door. Because Little Eddie couldn't play his movie review. And there's only one thing to do. That's go back home and go on Zoom. Go back Go back home and go on Zoom. Go run right out of that room. Little Eddie's Reviews.
Hey guys, it's Little Eddie, and I just watched Amsterdam. I didn't like it. That is all.
Oh, wow. All right. It looked good, man. All right.
I heard good things about Amsterdam.
The trailers looked good. I like the cast a lot.
You know what? You gotta go to Amsterdam and not watch Amsterdam.
You have to experience it. Don't watch the movie. Experience Amsterdam in real life.
A movie is not going to do it justice.
No.
And
you know what
that's
I'd
it.
rather see? Hamsterdam. The same movie, but starring all hamsters.
I agree 100%.
Hello, boys. This is Smuggler. Not a burglar.
You're a
No. That's rude. Don't say that.
That's
Don't call me that.
Yeah,
Not a burglar.
Right.
I just wanted to say, the old people medicine did make me quite inebriated. So I apologize for the quality of sound from my last voicemail. But also, I would like to say I am not a biter nor a fighter. So I have had all my shots, and I can show you the tags for the USDA if necessary. That's all.
Where you shit it. He was definitely drunk the last time he called. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this show, give us a call. 781-POD-SLAP. That's 781-763-7527. You can also email an audio message. Please keep it under 1 minute. Email us at slap@superliveadventure.com. You can also mail us some snail mail to Slap Studios at 536 Park Avenue, number 631 Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 07076. And if you like this show, please share it with a friend. Whatever app you're listening to, click that share button.
Share it to the hairiest person in your life.
Let people know. And by the way, we are going to be taking a break for the entire month of November and December, but we will be releasing classic episodes from season 1, the
Christmas
first 300
in December,
episodes.
a podcast event.
From the Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas time of year, we are digging deep into the past, and we're releasing some classic episodes, and we will be back with all new episodes in the new year. So please, please, please follow us. And thank you, really, Jake and Doc. Thank you for helping us at this latest live show, being a big part of it. If you want to be a part of the Little Chub Club, check out superliveadventure.com and click on the link for the Little Chub Club. You can support the show for as little as $1 a month. There are multiple incentives going really at the $10 level. You get the entire back catalog of season 1, all 300 episodes, as well as over 50 Patreon exclusive episodes.
He's
and
on a roll, folks.
Physical rewards that you get in the mail. Support this show. Help us spread the word. Really, we could not do this without the Little Chub Club. So thank you to you guys. And a huge thanks to Jake and the Doc, man, for coming out and supporting. Really, at some point, Chris, did you feel that we were performing for 2 people there?
Yeah.
Who knew Super Live Adventure and fucking
and they got to
it.
see that crazy fucking act go down. Like
that was
they got to see a bunch of, there was a guy who did 100 jokes in 6 minutes or something like that.
He was great.
It was insane. They were like the corniest dad jokes, but they were it was perfect.
My asshole. Something. I gotta start over. We're going to be doing another live show Thanksgiving Eve. We will be on break, but we will be at Flagship Brewery on Staten Island Thanksgiving Eve. Follow us at SLA Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Join the mailing list. There are links in the description. Stay informed. We are doing a live show. It's going to be fucking killer.
Yeah.
And we will be back with all new episodes in the new year. We're not done
family
yet.
Plans, fuck your family.
We're going to be back with Joe and Bergio.
That's right.
Maybe some surprises, as well as Jimmy Mack.
Yeah, from Rebel Force Radio.
Rebel Force Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for supporting and for listening. We got some great shows coming your way. Until then, fit it where you shit it.
Shit. Wait, we shit. Can I do that over? Can I do that? Can I do it again? Can I fit it where you? Can I? Let me start again. Let me start it over. Let me fit it. Guys.
Lips, you know.